welcome everybody. John Boston, the legendary John, Mr. Nick Vincent in the United Kingdom. Metal Gear, Mega, good to see you. JW, X-Mask Pro. Time to reinvent. Ain't that the truth? Time to reinvent men. Men. Mr. Jerome Markel greets us again. Yo, Rad, it's my birthday. Saw you were live. Happy birthday to Mr. Jerome Markel in Brooklyn. Good to see you, brother. I hope it goes well for you. Project AZ, happy Tuesday. Thank MGTOW for another day off the plantation. I mean, not married, because society is a plantation of sorts for boys and men. Well said, Project. Good to see you. Pedro Valentin, good to see you, brother. Wolf, that was Afghan Wigs. Afghan Wigs, you should know them. Very good band. Greg Dooley, lead singer. Also, he started the Twilight Singers, but I like the Afghan Wigs better. Anyhow, that was the original song. Gentlemen, men, there is the quickest way one can get his health back. What is it? Everybody knows it. I always talk about it. Fasting. Fasting. That is the quickest, most free, easiest, most impactful thing a man can do to get his health back. One 24-hour fast, if you can make that, has significant value. Significant. Not only does your physical health improve, your mental and emotional and spiritual health improve. And not to mention your financial health. You're not spending a lot of money on crap. Bad food. Don't be a fool for ladies. It is April's Fool. I thought about that. Beefcake, good to see you, brother, all the way over the pond. Good to see you. Eat nothing. Correct. You always say winger. I figure that. All right, guys, please stretch. It is very important to do. Yes, stretching is wonderful as well. Get those muscles loose. Tro, good to see you. Nick says mental health is as important as physical health. Well said. There's something also during fasting that helps with mental health. There's a clarity. There is it's almost a way to improve mental health as well. I think just the fact of doing something hard, Nick, is also part of that. A lot of guys struggle with the mental health and the emotional health of a breakup or divorce or that. And where do they go? They go and they start making bad decisions of what they put in their body. They eat bad. They gain weight. They drink too much. And so fasting can literally reset everything. And I'll get into it. Intermittently fast, but not today. Good for you. You go out and have a great time with your birthday. Number one, everybody talks about fasting for weight loss. Weight loss is just a net positive from fasting. Yes, you can lose a ton of weight. I lost probably 25 pounds fasting after the divorce. Autophagy. That's another thing about autophagy, which is another benefit of fasting, which means self-eating. Autophagy. Self-eating. It means the bad cells are eaten by the good cells. That's another derivative and another net positive from fasting. Literally, you will clean yourself up just based on that alone. Wolf says Christ did it while in human form. Must be good. Yes, he did. Fasting helps with yes, reduces risk of cancer. Exactly. Again, bookshelf. I'm eating Little Caesars right now. Hey, it's okay to have a cheat day. One day a week of a 24-hour fast has significant benefits. In fact, longevity is proven. The lower decrease of diseases. Your birthday is this next week, right? Good. We'll reach out. Mental health is a big thing too. What you think is what you will do. Correct. Mayor of bodybuilding, just returned from the gym. Never gave up on my gym habit. Attaboy. Endorphins come from lifting weights. Number one, but I think for me, the biggest thing about fasting is it rests the digestive system. And when that digestive system is resting, meaning there's no food or anything that has to process. I mean, you can drink water and black tea or black coffee or tea. It's not processing that. I'm talking when it's processing and digesting certain foods and liquids, it is working. And when you allow it to rest, then that energy can go to your cardiovascular system, your respiratory system, everything to help. And so it's got all this energy now to go fix the shit in other parts. The problem with the Western diet is we eat too much. We never give it a chance to rest. It typically only rests for literally, most people are eating at 10 o'clock at night and they get up at 6. 8 hours of resting your digestive system, it's still digesting. And so when you give it a nice 24, what does it do? Number one, first thing it does, promotes blood sugar control by reducing insulin. Insulin is one of the biggest causes of diseases or high levels of insulin, which also creates inflammation. Inflammation is the inflaming of your body. Everyone has it. The way to lower it is obviously fasting, sauna, working out, all sorts of things, eating healthy. But we're all going to have inflammation based on life. So insulin resistance will increase your body's sensitivity to insulin. You just understand that. We won't get into everything. Build your own gym is also good too. Drink water. Well said. Water is terrific. Never been a fan of gyms. I just get in the gym and I get out. That's all I do. I'm not there to make friends or kick it, but for me, I go to a gym. I do have some stuff here at the house, but it pushes me to get to the gym and actually do the stuff. Yeah, RFK's got some good stuff as well. Fasting is definitely it. I believe we'll get into it. If you don't sleep enough, your cortisol will stay up, and that's not good either. Well said, John. John's a big faster too. The second thing it does, it promotes better health by fighting inflammation. Again, inflammation causes all sorts of diseases, pretty much every disease out there. When our natural immune system is inflamed, infections happen. But when we fast, again, it can help fight off infections, chronic inflammation, you name it. I mean, there's folks that have diabetes, and once they start fasting or type 2 diabetes, they literally can reverse it. Good to see Captain Rivers out here. Good to see you, brother. First gym back in 1985. No women. Oh, yeah, Mayor. They definitely came on and took over our spaces. Make your self-cultivation a priority. Well said. See, project. Or at least make investing your money, energy, attention, and time on your value, not on lay counts. Yeah, absolutely. What time of the day is the best to start a fast? I've never done it. I like to start around noon. If I do a 24, it's easy for me. So absolutely. Also, here's a tip. Any foods that have made with bioengineered ingredients, don't eat that yet. A lot of GMOs out there. Big world. Good to see you. Good health, dominance, power equals power, dominance, and aggression. Well said. Validate your internal values, not the externality of news or government nor narratives helped by parents. Absolutely. Guys, there's people that never go to the doctor or the hospital because they fast. And it's free. Number 3, may enhance heart health by improving blood pressure. And your blood pressure also improves. Triglycerides and cholesterol levels are stable. This is just from not eating and drinking anything except water and black coffee or green tea. May boost brain function and prevent neurodegenerative disorders. So when you're in a fast, and the longest I've done is a 96. I did a no food or water fast. And you're in the point where your brain is like on it, every little thing it's picking up. Your senses are so tuned at that point. So yes, does it help with mental health? I believe so, it does. Metal Gear says well-being is also good health. Sure. The quickest way to get into your mental health state, you have to accept everything that's happened to you. Regardless if you think you were victimized or not, it happened to you and we have to accept it. We can't move forward unless we accept things. And I know it's tough. I've been there. John Boston says, do a low-carb fast so it makes it easier. Yes. Try to adapt. Don't go out and eat a ton of carbs before you fast. Carbs will burn off real quick. Mr. Timothy Kramer, Forever Bachelor, skiing Flagstaff. Peace, quiet, and freedom. Just go look up fasting. There are a lot of YouTube videos project out there that really help. What's your regimen, days on? And I try to do 3 24s a week. Right now, I'm on my 20th hour. Right now, I'm on. Good to see James out there. Bookshelf says, don't hate on Little Caesar. Little Caesars is okay until it's the next day, and it's like cardboard at that point. Rad, what chat do you think is a good weight for a guy who's 5'9"? Probably 170 to 180. I mean, if you're bulked up. I mean, I'm 5'9", so I hover around 168 to 175. Everyone about to get mad at me, but ditch the sugar and starches. You're not wrong, man. I mean, sugar and starches have a lot of impact too. X-Mask, appreciate that comment. Mud, X-Mask, I did a 24-hour fast, and after I ate, my heart started racing from all the food energy. Yeah, you might have eaten too quick. So to come off a 24-hour fast, you want to go a little bit slower so your body wakes up. I mean, your digestive system is waking up. So if you feed it a huge meal, it's going to have a challenge with that. Number 5, it aids weight loss by limiting calories. That's easy. Remove calories in, calories out. Now, here's something really important with fasting. It can increase, especially if you do if you get to 36 hours. Okay, this is more of an extended fast, but you do get a little bit of increased human growth hormone levels. And if you get to a point where you're 48 hours in, your human growth hormone is at almost 400%. So talk about what it can do for you for when you have human growth. Another thing, it extends longevity. They've already proven 1 day a week, 1 day a month actually will improve people's length of life. And the 8th one is may aid. They say may aid, but look, when there's no bad cells, or if the cells have been eaten. And then, again, this is wonderful protocol. If you get into longer fasts at 36 or longer are very good. If 72 is a sweet spot, if you can get to that, but you start easy. I mean, don't do a 24 if you've never done it. Start with a 14-hour. Quit eating at 6, eat the next day at 8. Once you got that down a couple of days, then go for a 15. Get up to a point where you can go 24. It's not hard. Do you know what's the hardest part? The psychology in it. And the 8th one, may aid in cancer prevention and increase the effectiveness if you're on chemotherapy. Okay. Quickest way and free to get into health. I did not start off on 24-hour fast. I started off on a 15-hour or 14-hour fast. And it was a little tough because I didn't know what I was doing, Nick. And then I did that for a week and a half, and I went to 16. I skipped 15. And when I made 16, I made 18. I remember my first day I did 20. I started at 3 o'clock. This was like 2016. I started at 3 o'clock. I'm like, and I'm going to go till 11 o'clock the next day. I did it. Boy, it was difficult, but I'd started slow. Metal Gear says, I'd rather trust the Japanese diet. Yeah. I mean, look, the Asians eat a ton of rice, but they also balance it with healthy fish, lean meats, all those things. HGH, Jerron Markel. How do I break the stagnation rat of living close to my girlfriend? She comes home daily. Move. Or don't be home when she's home. If you cannot fast easily the day you are planning your fast, have only some low-carb veggies, soup broth with salt, keep it under 500. Yes, and if you get to the point where let's say you're 15 hours into it, you need something. Even if you had a little bone broth, that's okay. You'll probably still stay in a fasted state, although not, like the ideal fasted state, but there will be benefits from it. Jason Reed from Colorado. I do drink water during the fast. I usually cut it off around 5 o'clock. So if I'm doing a 24-hour fast, like yesterday I started at 3, and so I'll go till today, and then I quit drinking at 6 water, and I drank this morning at 9. So I had a 15-hour dry fast within my 24-hour fast. Does that make sense? And dry fasts are a completely different thing. Clean out your gut by fasting, brother. All sorts of things come from when you abstain from food for 24 to 36. When you go in for a colonoscopy, they have you eating that clear. Yep. You have to fast in a colonoscopy by drinking that crap. Jerome Markel, one meal a day, also known as OMAD, is terrific as well. There's so many benefits, not physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional. If I can take roids, can I marry a Kennedy? I think he's on testosterone, but I'm trying to limit not get on any of that stuff ever by just trying to do it right. Ashwagandha is good stuff too. Great little herb. You can drink coffee, just drink black coffee. Don't add cream. That's fine in a fast. In fact, it helps autophagy. Good supply messed up. I know a guy who trains in his 20s, test levels 500 at 59, mine almost the same. There you go. Mr. Mayor. Sea moss in morning with 2 glasses of water is also good, says Betty. Yeah. Even turmeric, if you have powdered turmeric. There are calories in it, so you want to probably do it before you get into your fasted state. Girlfriends will make you fatter, get rid of her. There you go. Ooh, Nick's taking NAC and MSM. Good stuff. NAC is a good herb. Another thing with fasting, your liver will heal and regenerate itself very, very quickly. If you did a 3 to 5 day fast, your liver will literally probably remove everything out of it that it's causing if you have fatty liver. As men, a lot of us, weight's a big deal for me. I didn't grow up with genetics where, I could eat 10,000 calories and lose weight. You have to definitely keep that going. Ashwagandha is good stuff. Maca is good. In sales, how do they weed out the weak people from the strong people? It's a great question. You got to hit your number. Everything in sales is about hitting your number. If you don't hit your number, you're out. Dak's on his 5th day. You made it, brother. I talked to Dak on Sunday. It was 72 hours, and he's on his 5th. Dude, you got this. Remember, Dak and I chatted on Sunday for a while, and congrats to him, dude. His first long fast. That is number one, he's not hungry. If anything, we talked about the psychology. When you get to that point and you start seeing like banners or TV ads for pizza or something, that's what you got to remove. I think if you're going that long, get away from anything that reminds you of food. Good for you, Dak. If you can get to 7, oh my gosh, that's a complete reset of your system. He's already peaked in terms of the autophagy, but now he's in some pretty crucial where his gut biome is completely regenerating. His HGH is good, but with what Dak's doing right now, that 5th day has great benefits. It's more of now he's in a weight loss piece. But it's literally I think it's more mental at this point. I mean, the fact that he's got 5 days with no food, that's telling him, shit, I can do anything. I mean, just think of the spiritual aspects of that, the mental aspects, hey, I've been through this. I can get through something even harder. And when you get to that, the first 24 to 30 hours, when you get to that point, you're not hungry anymore. Good for him. Well done, Dak. Aloe vera berry extract first thing in the morning. Good stuff as well. I started to drink more when I got my current girl. Yeah, it happens. And another thing, when you get on a fast, your cravings for alcohol go away too. About, I would say 36 to 42 hours. You don't crave it anymore. Your body literally resets itself. Just have 2 or more a meal a day. There you go. Vitamin D3, I take that with vitamin K. Well said. Akash says, I'm a non-athletic person. Well, that's okay. All you got to do is walk. That's all you got to do. Dax says, struggling a bit. It's okay. I mean, your energy is going to go weird. You probably, I don't know if you're having trouble sleeping. Can you feel the heat of your body yet where it's burning everything? Dry fast really gets you hot when you're not drinking or eating. I mean, you can't sleep. It's very difficult. I don't know if you can sleep. You're having trouble sleep, but that is a side effect of a long fast. You've literally energized your body, so you have more energy now than you've ever had. And you're probably going up and down. I would just lay down, read something, rest. Good for you, though. Those longer fasts, I mean, I guarantee that's going to have literally, and not only when he's done, the benefits will continue. He's still in an autophagenic state. So Think about that. That 24-hour fast that you do, or just an 18, just still has benefits after you stop the fast. Good to see Scotty's side, brother. I watched your video yesterday about that guy that's your age. Good stuff, man. Check out Scotty's channel, bros. 6 months and my right knee still feels sore. Another thing about fasting, you can clean up a lot of that pain. Yeah, that's not easy to get to 5 days, guys. Not easy. So welcome to that. When I started fasting, I looked in the cabinets at home and realized I had a ton of extra food that was terrible. Of course, we all do. We all do. Thanks for putting that up, Scotty's channel. Did you ever get the nightly itch to drink? Well, I mean, I think we all have at one point. Big world. I've been to Tony Robbins. I had his whole personal power program back in the 90s. Me and my wife did it. Ex-wife did it. I like Robbins. He's good. Dak says electrolytes and salt water. Yeah, I know Dak is doing Celtic salt and black coffee. The drinking has made my ocular rosacea worse. Yeah. There's no benefits in drinking, unfortunately. 45 minutes a day, every day, and I'm thankful. Good for you. Walking's great. Now, I mean, if Dak can do it, I would go out and walk 30 minutes, but it's cold up where he's at. But anything, I mean, just if you can fast 3 days and just lay in your bed, I mean, yeah, you feel lazy, but you're not. The whole work is internal. It's kicking ass. You are cleaning out inflammation. You are removing bad cells. Those cells are regenerated. They're using those cells. The good cells is now using it. Think about this. Fasting is like a swamp. When there is a swamp in your little town that's not moving, you got mosquitoes all over it. You got bacteria. You got weird flies. The moment you remove that water, there are no flies or mosquitoes. You've removed all those parasites. And that's exactly what fasting does. It removes that. I had severe Crohn's. Now I fast and take vitamin D3 and K2 and had my colonoscopy and they said it smiled. Oh, good for you, brother. Every issue that the body has can be helped by fasting. Now, big pharma doesn't want you to know this. The healthcare industry wants you to continue to see them. That is a revenue model, just like dating apps. They don't want people getting in relationships or getting married. They want that income. Just like the doctors want you to be sick. So they give you and diagnose you with some sort of something so that it temporarily relieves it, but you got to keep coming back. Fasting keeps you in control. You now become the hospital. Big world. Tony Robbins is the ultimate salesman. He's pretty good. I would just do it. I mean, if Dak can do it, and I'm not saying Dak's any special, but Dak's had some challenges with health, and look at him. He's into it. He's reversed his type 2 diabetes just by fasting, just 24 hours a week for, I don't know, what is it, 6-8 weeks now, Dak? He's reversed it. And everything is like a pebble. Scotty said, every once in a while, I do an intense intermittent fast where I do not eat Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Good for you, brother. And Scotty doesn't need to lose weight, right? He's doing it for the health benefits of fasting. But think about this. One small little fast, if even it's a 14-hour, if you're still fasting, you're still having your body not consume. It's still in a digestive state. You don't have the greatest benefits in autophagy yet or rebuilding of the system, but at least you're doing something. It's like a little pebble that's dropped into a pond or a lake. That little pebble will change the entire shoreline of that lake just by a little pebble. So one small little thing that you can do has huge benefits. And when you're ready, do a big one. Do a 4 or 5 day once a year. Once a quarter, do a 48. They're not hard. Once you start learning how to do them, they're easy. Just need to buy more TP with a water fast. Yeah. And another thing, you will have diarrhea based on a fast, especially if you break a fast without doing it correctly. And if you do a dry fast, which is no water or food, and you drink, 12 ounces of water, your body will not be able to manage it very quickly. You have to drink small sips of water over, 6 hours. Same thing with food. You start with a bone broth break. Then 30 minutes later, you eat some sauerkraut. and you slowly wake your system up. So yeah, doing a fast is just as important as how you break it. Bookshelf Life finds a way. It sure does. Fasting, staying away from sugary snacks, stress-free, and you probably make it to the 90s. Yeah. And mental head game. But even on stress, what fasting can do for stress, even if you're struggling, a lot of guys fast without even knowing when they're going through a breakup or a heartache or something. They don't eat. Just like Marvin sat, wanted the doors closed to get that 40 grand. These doctors just patch you up. So yes, it's again, it's called a revenue cycle. There you go. DAC reversed diabetes on OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. I've heard so many stories of people that have had fasting, had been fasting, and they've reversed lots of things. Lots of things. Absolutely. Walk on a fast is good, like a slow walk. That's always good. Big Pharma does want your dough. Sure do. Just when you're fasting, remember your body is internally at the gym. It's working. You'll feel heat if you haven't done it before. So you don't want to work out. I mean, you can. I do work out on a 24-hour fast. I've actually ridden 18 miles on a 36-hour fast, and I had a lot of energy. It just depends. Sometimes I've been in a 36, 48 where I'm tired, where my body's telling me, you can't do that shit. You sit down and watch TV or sleep or whatever. You just take it easy. 3 days is extreme. Yes, you don't want to do that, but maybe once every 6 months. The ideal big world fasting spot is for men is about 18 to 20. When you get to 20, it's called the warrior fast. That's very positive. It's much better than 16. It's much better than 18. But if I had to tell men, if you could get to an 18-hour fast 3 days a week and do it for a year, you will see massive amounts of major benefits. Mouth of Gabe, good to see you, brother. Hope you are well. And once you start doing it a lot, you get used to it. The first time you're going to do it, it's going to be difficult. Your body's getting used to it. Anything that your body does that it hasn't done before is going to challenge what you're doing. It's as simple as that. Dax got loose fitting clothes. And here's another thing. If you guys are doing fasting and you want to drop 10 pounds in 2 days, you're probably not going to see that. As long as your clothes feel looser, your belt loop feels a little bit loosened up, that's value. Your body's going to hold on to your weight until it realizes that it's got to let it go. Good to see you, Europe. Hope you're doing well, brother. So if a man is a heavy man and he wants to get in shape, countless men have used fasting to do that, slowly using exercise. There's a guy on the internet, if he was a black man, I think he was 550 pounds, and he died. He did not eat for 1 year. He did a water fast, and and I think you can still find him. He would document every day his weight loss. And some days he didn't lose weight. And then, they're like, how can he not lose weight if he's, water fasting? And then I think he got to his ideal weight, which was like 230 or something, 220, 300 pounds he lost in a year. And his whole thing is he wanted to go 1 week on a water fast. He kept extending it. And it got to his point where his body was using his weight, his fat, as food. Remember, that's why we have fat. Fat is supposed to get us through the feast and the famines of our ancestors. We weren't supposed to eat every day. Bone broth is good stuff too. Yes, it's very good. Also, another tip, try to lose belly fat. It's hard, but if you can get your waist fat down, you're good. Yeah. And this is not, this whole idea of the topic Dak and I were talking about, what can we do to bring value to men's, and what have we used to help people get into good. Now, think about this. Let's take Dak as an example. If your mind is blocked by your past or negative thoughts, every step in life is also blocked. Well said. The fact that Dak has done it, he's on his 5th day, which is 96 plus 24. What is that? 120. He's on 120 hours of no food. Just his mental health is off the roof, is through the roof. Just the dopamine of knowing he's at 5 days. Mentally, that's a good thing. That's a great thing. That is an accomplishment. When we accomplish things, we get that little burst of dopamine. If I can power off my right leg with the heavy pain, is that, well, you know what? I think you're what, my age? Everyone's got meniscus tears. Every one of us. Some of it's smaller tears, some of it's larger tears, but it's your meniscus. What do they say to use glucosamine for that? I think glucosamine is a good supplement for cartilage and things like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Dak. You get to 7 days. I don't know if you can do it. If you're feeling good, but I mean, geez, 5 days. If he ended it at 72, he'd see massive benefits. So he's literally has gone the distance to 5 days, 120 hours tonight. That's huge. I mean, if he gets to 7, that's more of like a mental marathon. His body's fine right now. His body is eating and is healthy in terms of, because it's using the fat. He's totally his ketones are running the system. So if he went another 6 months without eating, he'd be fine. Considering he has the weight around his belly to fuel the body. We should do it more, John. I mean, we got this idea. I mean, when Dak and I were talking, a lot of guys, we need this. We can talk about hypergamy all day long. We can talk about, hey, she's just not yours. It's just your turn. But this is the real value. Once you get your head straight, your body straight, then you start seeing clearly. Yep, 2 weeks is a long time as well. Currently in a fast. Thanks for covering. Good for you, JW. Again, wonderful benefits of being in fasting. You know what? Even mouth, you eat that ribeye steak, you're not going to be eating for 5 hours. You can start a fast. Everything that's negative, cut it off, plan, plot, and strategize. Well said, Europe. See, this topic is hardly talked about among men, and just in general, they want men overweight, which will lead to a whole bunch of issues. Sure. Absolutely. Rusty says, exercising and weightlifting has changed my life. Well said, brother. Big world, best thing for health is having good relationships with others. I agree with that statement. When you get a meniscus tear in the knee, that's when you get the fluid buildup. Well said. Yeah, so all of your skateboarding, well, if you've got meniscus tear, but you might not need surgery. If anything, stretch. Fasting can potentially help that as well. Yep, there's guys that start out, they just keep going. They're like, I did 24. I'm feeling okay. I'm going to go another day, another hour. Then they get to 4 o'clock. They're like, I'm going to break. No, you know what? I can get through the night. They get through the night and they wake up and guess what? They're still not hungry. They keep doing it. Pete says you've got to work on both your mental and physical health at the same time to stay in shape. Bingo. Another thing about fasting, these long fasts, your mind begins to see clearly things. It's amazing what food can do to hijack our thinking biology in our brain. What are you feeling a clarity within your mind right now? Are you seeing things more from a sensitive standpoint? Your eyes, your vision, your hearing, your smells, has that increased? Because if that is the case, your brain is repairing itself as well. From all of we've all damaged our brain by the shit we put in our bodies, by our stress, by you name it. So it's huge. There's that link for the deal. I mean, you can go and read all sorts of things about fasting. Now, here is something that if you get to a point in your fast, and if you're new, Joseph Hoffman, good to see you, brother. Thanks for being here. If you can have stevia extract, okay, it has to be 100% stevia extract. Your digestive system cannot recognize stevia. It does not digest it. It literally bypasses it. It's kind of a little hack. If you do have a sweet tooth, you could add it into some water and so forth. Now, I do like the Zevia brand of soda pop. You get it in the States. It's about $1 a can. They have all different flavors, but those have been shown, if you're in a fast, that it will not affect your fast. I've done it. I've checked my blood sugars. Doesn't do anything. I've looked at the reports. It doesn't do anything. But if you can avoid just the sweet, because sometimes the sweet could get you to get hungry. But there you go. I went 27 hours one time without eating and didn't realize it. There you go. And that's still, Abe, has huge benefits. Just not even knowing that. I'm in the good state right now. God state right now is what they call it. Yeah. You're literally, from a spirituality perspective, he's closer to God than all of us, because, you know, I don't want to get weirded out, but there is value in your spirit, your spiritual being, your essence, when you have limited in your fasting. Jesus fasted. The Buddha fasted. Krishna fasted. Change your diet to non-processed, well said. And I'm sure that after this fast, especially with Dak, he's going to start eating, and he's been eating well as well. And I'm not saying eat as best as you can, but you can have a cheat day every now and then. I'm sure that his food choices, he hasn't drank. His food choices will now be, it's interesting. When you do these long fasts, your food, you start craving, broccoli. You start craving whole foods, good foods. And it might take 5 to 7 days to get your body off the processed, the nasty processed foods that we all love it. Let's be real. We all love a Big Mac. Come on. So there you go. Greg Terrible, Topo Chico, good stuff, brother. Topo Chico on a fast is great. I do seltzer water right here. That's the lemon lime, and it's got the bubbles, and I like it. So I'll hit 24 today, no problem. And I try to do that 3 times a week. It's crazy, all the benefits. It's the best health hack for men and potentially women. This guy on the Beating Obesity went from 360 to 160. He did fasting and OMAD. And it can take very little little time, 6 months to a year. And imagine how much value you can get. All right. Happy birthday, Jerome Markel. Big Pharma and a hair loss drug effed me up bad in 08. What, minoxidil? Dak says you lose anger and depression really fast. Yeah. Things don't bother you as much. Keep off toxic social media, and MSM is good for your health also. Get out into nature. Yeah. Nick Vincent just said that, Pete, MSM. The other thing is media fast. FJT, our brother, Freaky Jersey, he has been on a media fast. That's why you haven't seen him. He has gotten off of social media, everything, as best as he can to, because the internet messes with our dopamine. Big time. So if you can do a media fast, even a 24-hour no phone fast would be good. Rusty says he drinks a lot of 27 grams of protein. Attaboy. Kazi from Bangladesh. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. I would like to visit Bangladesh, see and eat some of their wonderful food. Fresca's good. The only thing, there's a deal with diet. There's people that fast that do Diet Cokes and it has aspartame. There's studies that say it doesn't affect. There's studies that say it does affect. Just see how you feel. But if you can do a clean fast, they call those dirty fasts. But if you can do a clean fast, you're going to still get benefit if you have a Fresca. But if you can do a clean fast, that's even better. Rusty River, stop drinking, smoking, start walking and move. And Rusty, I think, has been sober, 8 months now? 8, 9 months? Virginal. Are you on that fast, Wolf? Didn't the sugar industry pay scientists to say the fact? Yes. Yes, wherever there's large corporations, big world, there's the alcohol industry is saying that it's okay to drink. And then you have the other part that says, no, not 1 ounce of any alcohol is good. So yeah, there's definitely propaganda. Propecia, you did Propecia? Doesn't it make your wiener small? I was looking at OMAD's channels, wrote those two down. Yeah, OMAD's great. You can do it. Now, if you do it every day at the same time, again, your body's going to get base level. So you need to mix it up. If you do OMAD, let's say you do OMAD for 2 weeks straight, take a day off, reset your body, make the body think differently. And then if you do OMAD again, do it at a different hour. Like if you do it at 12 every day, do it at 2. Trust me, I've done it. Slam Cave, good to see you, brother. Hope you are well. Come here. We are very hospitable, not rich. I'd love to visit that area. Kazi, I'll look you up. Got to sell this house first. Good to see who in the chat. Who346. Good to see you, brother. I'm in my 60s. My body feels and looks the best ever. It just requires discipline. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. I think fasting helps me keep riding my bike fast and up difficult inclines and skateboarding and doing the things. I wonder where I'd be if I never fasted or did sauna. I'd probably be 250 pounds, medically effed up. Meditation's another great way as well. Well said, Wolf. Yeah, that's it. What is that? 12-hour fast right there, who? 8 to 8, 7 to 7. Drinking should be occasional, not frequent and regular. Yeah, I mean, I have my own thoughts about drinking. Is it good for you? I mean, at the end of the day, in an optimal state, is it good? I mean, I've heard people break their fast with a glass of red wine, and she's a doctor. I mean, I don't know. Depends on how you live. There's a lot of great fasting channels out there. There's a guy named Mike Cola, Mikecola, he's an older man that pushes fasting and weight and gym. He's got and like meal preps. He's really cool. Meditation helped me. I used to go 4 hours tops. Attaboy. Tobacco companies did in fact purchase all of the food companies. Bad food is addictive. Yeah. They want you addicted. Life, the institution, the power in this world wants control over you. They want us addicted to alcohol. They want us addicted to processed foods. They want us addicted to big pharma. They want us addicted to programming. Fasting can help remove that. Singletown Bachelor, good to see you, brother. I was listening to you yesterday on True Blood's channel. Wyoming, Montana, and Washington. Good. I like Wyoming. A lot of wind in Wyoming, though. Montana, wonderful. Gets really cold. Prices have gone through the roof. Washington depends on Washington. Eating my feelings doesn't work. They come back. Yeah, they sure do. You know, man, when they go through difficult times, they'll either eat, the majority will eat and drink, or they won't. There's Singletown Bachelor. You guys go sub to Singletown. He's got good stuff. He's over up in the Nordic area of the world. I appreciate you being here, Joara. My health was low priority when I was married. Yep, me too. Didn't have time and constantly trying to make my ex-wife happy. Marriage is bad for men's health. It sure is. I did not. I started getting much more in shape after the divorce or after I left the house. I think fat people deal with emotional, mental issues. Sure. There's Slam's channel as well. Appreciate that. All bad food is addictive. I agree. But the cigarette companies have my best interest at heart and lungs. They sure do. When you get physically and mentally healthy, all the stress of divorce and marriage trauma doesn't affect you much anymore. Absolutely. I think that's one, after accepting my lot in life, realizing I was part of it, taking responsibility and ownership and started fasting, that's when life improved. If you don't accept what's happened to you, nothing will work. Nothing. Stress is absolutely the number one issue. Well said, Europe. My first shipment of alpha male supplement. There you go. Jay Sag, good to see you. I like the OMAD. It works well for me. Good for you, brother. Where are you from? It sure the heck was. Too much stress. Health is low priority. Yep. Well, the issue is the benefits of fasting. And I think the true the true blessing of fasting is not weight loss. It's not autophagy. It's resting your digestive system, and it's also helping your spiritual mind reset itself. All those others are just wonderful benefits. Blue Creek, got you, brother. Blue Creek's a good dude. I talked to him. In your opinion, why is Utah one of the best states? That's a good question. More conservative, lots of industry. I mean, we also have some water issues. It used to be affordable. It's not as much as affordable anymore. Direct flights, I'm 3 minutes away from a trail. So you have a lot of outdoor stuff if you like to do that. It is scary, Mayor. Well said. What? It's all about control and programming. It's so easy. I mean, look at the television. Tell a vision to your audience. The manipulation, the subliminal messaging. I mean, we can go down the rabbit hole, right? I'm sorry to hear that, Wolf. You know, all of us have had difficult childhoods, you know, in some form or fashion or another. Men who get fit after 50 have the world at their feet. Women after 50 are done. You're not wrong, Pete. Darius, good to see you. Big World, it's the sand for Utah. I mean, we got some great things. We have some of the greatest national parks. Zion's, Bryce, Arches, Moab, close to Vegas. It's a 5-hour drive to Vegas. I like Idaho. What did Idaho? What did Delaware? She wore a New Jersey. Do you guys ever remember those state jokes? Divorce is easy and you get easy back to your health. But if you have kids and are involved and she is using you against parental alienation, that's a unicorn situation. Yes, I know exactly that stress, what it's like, and it's not easy. And that's when men go off the rails and start eating and not exercising and drinking. John says he wasn't eating either, found out that not eating was helping me deal with things. I didn't eat a lot either. Darius, I went in the mistake of getting in a relationship for 3 months with a woman that she has a daughter. I felt invisible. Well, getting with a single mom has its definite disadvantages. Idaho has too many Californians. Yes, they do. Idaho is a smaller area. It reminds me a lot of Portland, where I grew up. I do like Idaho. There's got some good things there. Women over 50. Jawara, stay away. Cardio, tell them to do cardio. I'm Hispanic. The downfall of my people is diabetes. Make peace with cardio, says Ishi. Yeah, a lot of tortillas. A lot of those carbs. But man, there's nothing better than some nice chips and salsa and guacamole. But you just can't eat them every day. Single town. I've heard a lot of people using M&M. I think Nick's using it, and Pete. That's it. Isn't that supplement that's gotten pretty popular in the last 5 years? And that's ridiculous, John, what they're doing. I mean, 60-year-old men are keen cars. Like, come on, dude. That's called delusion. That's called a mental illness. Mental illness. I like New Mexico. New Mexico is pretty cool. They've got some cool things like in Sedona, New Mexico, Taos. That's Sedona, Arizona. There's some interesting energies down there. Slam says, putting anyone as more important than you is not good. No, it's not. And that's what men did. We all did it. We put women on pedestals. And how did that work out? Well, look at Gregory's putting his new wife on a pedestal in the tea house, right? He's selling. Jawara, you got to go out there. Go out to Texas. He has single events. You can meet up, probably a nice little gordita. She's going to love the black dreads, your hair, and she's going to be good for you. Yeah, it also stops your aging. And so does fasting. Fasting has a lot to do with anti-aging. I can't live without carbs. I'm just working out more. For me, it's working great. You need carbs. Yes, I agree with that statement. I did keto for 3 weeks. I had no energy. I need those. I need rice. I need 5,000 pieces of rice, right? So when people say, yes, there are benefits in complete low carb, absolutely. But I think there's a weight loss benefit issue. There's also a ketogenic state issue. But I need energy, and I did not get any energy from full on ketos. I need carbs. And some people might have tons of energy. I just didn't have it. Twin Falls is a weird area. It was a sinkhole that water ran. Yeah, it's 8 miles off the highway, I-84. They had a nice little Mexican restaurant there. I actually go into Twin Falls for work every now and again. Yeah, let Elon be alone. I mean, these people are idiots that are doing that. Learn to say in every situation you are in a position first, second, and third. Focus on your healing. Attaboy. Put yourself as the pedestal. Remember, men first. Men first. Simple as that. Something happened there. All right. Good to see Timothy Sokol. Dax says, we need a little carbs. Yes, we do. I never left it. I just don't practice it. A lot of people lie in the fitness industry to sell their products. They sure do. Yeah, he's selling a lot of events and how to learn about tea. He definitely has a passion for the tea industry. Elon is funding billions of outright theft, and they are mad about it. Of course, they're going to find out where the money went. And that's the issue. We put ourselves first, and life can change. Life can change. Another thing about health, if you can do heat therapy, sauna, steam room, even cold plunging is good. Cold showers are great. There's more benefits to sauna, though, than cold plunging, although there's wonderful benefits for both. They've just done more studies on sauna. Sauna is great for the spike proteins and things like that. There's a lot of benefit that sauna also helps with inflammation, anti-aging, great for your cardiovascular system. So it's good stuff. Lots of things we can do as men to increase our health. And a lot of it, I think, the physical health can help definitely boost our emotional health. Now, if we're down with massive amounts of emotional health, we need to figure out that first. And it might take us 6 months to process. We might be in red pill rage for 6 months. It's normal. You got to learn how to process it. But you got to get to a point where you process it and it doesn't invade your body forever. There's a lot of creators out there that are no longer creating because they've moved on. There's a lot of new young kids that are coming into this space. They're like, man, I'm learning about hypergamy. I'm learning about, female nature. I'm learning about the court system, and they have rage about it. They're upset, and they should be. And there's newer creators that are younger. 35-year-olds going through divorce. So they're teaching 25-year-olds the ins and outs of relationships. But we need to do things to help our health as well. And this is one of them. We'll do one on financial health. We'll do one on spiritual health. Mass Nation, but waitresses might object. There you go. Kazi, the keto diet has its benefits, absolutely. For me, I didn't have a lot of energy on it. When I was riding my bike, I had to stop a lot. I lost weight. I felt, from a physical standpoint, I felt like the ketones were great. And I don't think it's sustainable for me. I couldn't do it more than 3 weeks. I think it's a nice tool to have if you want to restart your system, if you want to reset life. I think it's good. Just as a carnivore, If you can do 30 days in carnivore, that can jumpstart a lot of things. Is the carnivore diet for the long haul, like you can do it the rest of your life? For me, I couldn't. And there's guys now that were huge carnivore guys on the YouTube that are now adding papaya and rice. One guy wrote a book on carnivore. Now he's eating rice and papaya. And he's realizing there is value in carbs. 3 things destroying your health: bad choices, toxic people who drain your energy, and 3 or 4s. Yes, well said, Europe. Modern women should do also hypergamy on their cats and wine. You never know. Big world. Yeah. It's there's benefit in community. I find it very difficult due to low energy, but if you add a carb here and there, you are okay. I agree. And DHEA is also very good, especially for men in their 40s and over. DHEA is a nice herb or supplement that helps with testosterone. It's not a testosterone booster. It helps. And I've had and I take it every day, 100 milligrams. I've been taking it for 9 years every day. It's been great. You'll notice a huge difference. When I don't care about women and put myself first, I'm better off. I wonder why that is, Slam. Putting yourself first, that's a good thing. So that's where we're at today. Where are we at? We are interested in health. And the easiest and cheapest and freest thing you can do is fast. And if you have to start at 14 hours, do it. If you have to start at 12 hours, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., that's still good. Get to 14. Start little. If you can get to a 24 within 2 months, once a month, just a 24-hour fast, it has huge benefits. If you can do it once a week, now you've got 400% of the benefits. I mean, if all I did was a 24-hour fast once a week, I have massive amount, and I do it 3 days a week. And on the other 4 days, I might do an 18 or a 20. It's weird because I don't really have the desire to eat after 3 p.m. anyway. So I'll still get in a 20-hour with no problem. And I think another thing is when you get your health, when you've gotten to a point where you're feeling good, it's okay to have a cheat day. I mean, have a pizza and then get back on your fasting, get back on your routine. I'm not a believer in you have to sacrifice the good things in life. I'm going to have an ice cream cone when I'm 70 years old. But I know how to balance life out, and I know how to do it for me, which is fasting, sauna, cold, exercise, eating as best as I can, and trying to stay stress-free up top. Ramadan is good too, Kazi. A lot of benefits. It's sun up to sundown they fast, right? So that could be what, a 12-hour to 16-hour fast every day. Huge benefits on that they've done with the Ramadan tradition on their health. Huge benefits. Big world. That's a different discussion. Only a few months on Tonkat. I like Tonkat Ali. I really do. I think it's good, just as DHEA. This is what I do. I sometimes give myself a little break and eat cheat meals, but I normally eat. Yeah, that's okay. Look at the bodybuilders. They're miserable because they have to eat as they're getting ready for competition. After their competition, I know a lot of them splurge. But I couldn't eat broccoli, fish, and asparagus and rice every day. I mean, I'm sorry. I need different. I need some salsa. I need some guac. I need some chips. I want a piece of pizza. Not worried about it. But if I did nothing else, that would cause huge implications. Learn to take your time. Great results take time. A Honda is produced in 6 months. A Bugatti is produced in 3 years. There you go. A Bugatti. As long as it's pistachio ice cream. I had pistachio ice cream in Mexico. I like to get cocoa and pistachio in Mexico. That's funny. I do like pistachio ice cream a lot. Pistachio. I even like bubblegum ice cream. It reminds me of my youth. My youngest son loves bubblegum ice cream too. Tutti frutti. Sometimes rocky road. Who cares? Slam says go no fap. I think there's benefit in no fap. Again, dopamine fasts are great, right? When people, the whole thing with porn, why people get addicted is the dopamine, and it creates ruts in your brain, and they need more and more content to get that same dopamine fix. And if you can go no fat, guess what you do? You've now eliminated your brain for giving you false instances of dopamine. Also a good thing. Going off of doom scrolling. Good. Just so many of us, and look, I'm no different. We get bored. We might look through YouTube, and I like to do a lot of studying, but is that always good? No, maybe I should just sit with myself and meditate. Maybe that would be better. I'm sure it would. Sounds good. Oh, we should probably do that, Big World. Yeah, you record. Well, they have gelato. Is it gelato in Italy, or do they actually have the real ice cream? I think it's gelato, right? Maybe they have both. But there's nothing wrong with having some of those things. You know, the food Nazis out there that tell you you can't do this, you have to drink this. That's boring. The guy that's trying to live, you know, the guy that Brian somebody, he's actually from Utah. He's that multimillionaire that's trying to live till forever. He looks like a ghost, but he's trying to find all different combination and using himself as a guinea pig to live his best life and live as long as possible. I think he's 47 or something. But I was watching his regimen. I'm just thinking, man, I don't want to live forever. That sounds boring. Maybe some do, but I'm at 80 years old. I'm done. I'm tired of tying my shoes. And he has a regimen where he literally every day is the same day. To me, that would be boring. I mean, it's no. That's just me, though. JR, good to see you, brother. Hope you are well. Kazi says anything in extreme is bad. You don't have to be obsessed with a gym or diet and also eat foods every day. Yeah, absolutely. Moderation in all things. You should moderate, not be extreme. I think it's when you become so. Now, people might say a 5-day fast is extreme, but he's not doing it every day for the rest of his life. It's just an extreme tool to jumpstart health. Does that make sense? Just as carnivore would be, just as low carb would be. I mean, you can also, the problem, if you guys understand this, is the reason that they say carbs are bad. If you ate 100% carbs, and you can go look at the research, but no fat. There has to be no fat and very little protein, and especially no fat. If you ate carbs all day, you still would have massive amounts of benefit. It's when the carbs and the fats come together and get into your cells. That's the issue. So like a donut, fat and carbs. You could eat candy all day and see benefits. And I'm not making this up. Go look it up. Some guy wrote a book, a doctor wrote a book on 100% carbs. And they saw inflammation go down. They saw everything go down. It's when it's mixed with fat cells. That's when it F's up. Fix your mental before you start working out. If you are losing in mind, you are losing in life. Well said. You're well said, brother. Ant-Man, good to see you, brother. Hope you are well. Balance is the key. Yes. One Mighty and Strong, good to see you. Catching you on my break. Hope you are well as well. One Mighty and Strong. He's been around for a long time. You guys, you know what I did? I hit the like button, hit it like the guy. Oh, man, it's funny. Red Pill, good to see you. Red Pill Medicine. Dax says starch is really bad. You know what I made the other day? I've been making that rustic bread in the Dutch oven. I made my third loaf. Boy, there's nothing better than a nice piece of fresh baked rustic bread with nice 100% butter. Oh, but I don't have a piece a day or a piece every other day. Big World, call your brother. I did actually called him on Sunday night. He didn't answer though. So that is the reality of life. There's things that we can do that don't cost any money that can have the hugest Hugest benefits. Look at Dak, 5 days. How much has he? Let's just say he spends $20 a day in food. He just saved $100 and use that $100 to buy, solid food or solid whatever. There's even a financial benefit in fasting. Sourdough. I have not made sourdough yet. I guess you need a starter for it. I don't know how to do that, but I just wanted to do something. I made bread in a Dutch oven. It took 3 hours, 3.5 hours to make it. It took 2.5 for the damn thing to rise up. And then I put it in a Dutch oven. I try to stay away from pork. I might have one carnitas or a al pastor. But yeah, I try to stay away from that. I like a lot of chicken though. Rad eats bread. I remember when you were eating burgers without bread. I remember, yeah. But I don't eat it every day. I mean, I might make a loaf once a month, once every 2 weeks. The key for your success and health is called consistency and discipline. Bingo. Got to take the body type. You have to. I'm an endomorph, thick, slow, wide at shoulders and hips. Yeah. We all have different body sizes. That's all right. Yeah, look at Dak. Even outside of his 5-day fast, he's reversed his diabetes just by doing 1 meal a day. It gives your the insulin, the digestive system time to you become your insulin levels normalize. Hindu religion does fast a lot. Well said, Rafi. Where they only drink or eat light vegetables all day, they don't stop eating completely. But still, the lightness, if they're under 500 calories a day, still good. Good to see you, Rafi. Gordon Ramsay toured this old bread making place in Spain that has no electricity, hydro-powered, and 1 brick oven. It was incredible. That's cool. American couple being detained in Mexico. Oh, that's right. At a timeshare, I think. Cancun. A good way to improve health, leave abusive family. My parents are abusive. My mom likes to be blank, and my dad been in medications, but no help. Yeah, I agree. Get away from toxic. Good to see you, Roland. And that's unfortunate. Those that don't have food. Yeah. Who? Prawn makes actual sex challenging. Yes. It rewires your brain. Yeah, big world. I would probably stay out of the legal system there. You're probably right. You like that? My fabric poster. I got it from my 15-year-old or 16-year-old girlfriend when I was 15. She was from the Black Forest in Deutschland. Her name was Sandra. I don't think Chads have to look at prawn. They probably get it all day long from all of those gorditas. Yeah, the fabric posters are dope. Misfits would be cool. In fact, I was just listening to the original Misfits. Although the post Glenn Danzig Misfits, they've got some good tunes, but I wouldn't call them the Misfits. It should be called the Nitwits. Before you start working out, make a plan. What is your goal? And buy a scale to analyze your body fat. Well said. Yeah. The thing about fasting is you want to stay busy. You want to stay busy doing something. That whole psychology of not eating is your biggest enemy if you haven't done it before. Prawn versus the plantation. Attaboy, Joara. JR says, Glenn Danzig is the only misfits for me. Well said. Adolf taught the blood of the German people was in the soil of the Black Forest. Interesting. I had no idea. Never been. I'd like to go visit Germany, Europe. 4 months. Buy a Volkswagen bus, drive it around for 4 months, sell it when I leave. It's a great song. Actually, their album before that, Dreamtime, was even better. Dreamtime, Dreamtime. But She Sells Sanctuary, as everyone knows, is the cult. which is a great song. I don't know. I mean, I still Love's my favorite album. That's the song on it, but I love like Big Neon Glitter and The Phoenix. Good stuff. Trump likes air. Thousands denounce use of air, calling it oppressive and blank. Thousands dead when placing plastic bags overhead, refusing to breathe. Haven't seen that. Big World says, I've got a Catholic friend, a Jewish friend, a Protestant, and a rad, a Mormon. There you go. I respect my upbringing. Lots of great positive things that have come out of religion and for a lot of people. I'm not anti-religion. I just, right now, I'm in my own journey. My journey in life. Guys, this has been a great stream. I'm glad you all participated and showed and displayed your comments and being here. This is why we do this. We do this for men's health. Men's health is important. Do the hard things. And the accomplishments you get from the hard things can get you through harder things. Does that make sense? You like the tendencies. Mike Muir, I love those guys. Ironically, they get me through hard times. I try to self-delete before their music has helped. Good. You know, Robert Trujillo was the original bassist, and now he's the bassist for Metallica. Appreciate you being here, Who. Well, you know what? We get together. There's a lot of chats going on all day long. Anthony Costa, intermittent fasting is a way. It's a great way too. And if you can't do anything long fast, just intermittent fasting will have huge benefits. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.